at 1-800-970-3886. Sports Safe. Play safe.
You're listening to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio.
Welcome back to the Kennie Long Show here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. 979-353-4421 is the number to call. 979-353-4421. That is the number to call. NFL Week 1 about to get started this weekend, this Sunday. Actually, Thursday. Our first game of the day is on Thursday. It's tonight. The Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. What a game to have to start the season on Thursday Night Football. And we got games all Sunday. Leading up to Sunday night, the Sunday night game, the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants do battle. Then you got a doubleheader on Monday night. Great football coming up. Everybody's been waiting for NFL. It's ready to go. So let's run down this schedule on who's playing. Of course, we start off with the Chiefs and the Patriots. Chiefs and the Patriots. Bleacher Report's already got the Patriots winning this game 34-20. I'm going to disagree with that pick. I think our first game of the NFL season on Thursday night is going to be the upset to start this season. I think the Chiefs beat the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to go down at least 2 times this season. I think they're going to lose to the Chiefs. I think they're going to lose to the Steelers. Can you tell I'm not a Patriots fan? I can't see this going on much longer. I realize Brady is in great shape. He's 40 years old. He's in great shape. He's still wanting to play. He thinks he can go to 50. That's all fine and dandy. We all think. In my mind, I think I can still play. Sometimes my body tells me that I can still play. Then I get out there and realize it ain't happening. I think teams are going to start figuring the Patriots out. And I think it starts now. I think the Chiefs, who have always played the Patriots very tough, I think they go in to New England, and the very first game to start the NFL season beat the Patriots. Yeah, you heard me say it. I'm saying it first here. I've looked around, I scouted around, I don't see anybody else picking anybody to beat the Patriots. I think the only team they give the Patriots a shot at losing to is the Steelers. I think the Steelers will do that. But I think the Chiefs, I think the Patriots are going to lose more this year than they've lost in the last 2 or 3 years. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Patriots lose 3 to 4 games this year. But mark it right now. And by all means, come Monday, if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with that. But I think Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs go into New England and defeat the New England Patriots. Don't think come Monday I'm not going to look at you and say, I told you so. I will. Jets versus Bills. Probably the yawner game of the day is going to be Jets versus Bills. Bleacher Report says the Jets are going to win 20-17. I actually think the Bills are going to pull this off. I think the Bills pull this off. The Jets are playing at the Bills. They're playing in Buffalo. I think the Bills pull off, get their first win to start this season. Jets, I don't know. The Jets just don't seem very strong to me right now. They have had issue after issue after issue, and I don't see it getting any better. I just don't. I kind of liken the Jets there to the Browns. I think the Bills get that win. The Bleacher says Jets get it 20-17. I think the Bills pull it off. Steelers versus Browns. Speaking of the Cleveland Browns, Bleacher's got the Steelers winning 27-13. I think it's going to be worse than that. Again, they're going with a rookie quarterback. All the best luck to Deshaun Kaiser. I think he's a fantastic young man, a great talent. I think he could really do something with Cleveland if given the right tools. I don't think they have the right tools. I don't think they've got the offensive line to protect him. I think the same thing's going to happen to Deshaun Kaiser this year that has happened to every single rookie quarterback they've ever thrown in there to start the season. He's going to get beat up. By midseason, they're going to have to go with a backup. It's a pattern with Cleveland right now. It's a pattern. It's going to happen. I think it's going to be worse than 27-13. I'll give Cleveland the 13. I think Kaiser pulls some magic off and gets into the end zone, if not by his own feet, by throwing a nice pass, a well-timed and well-placed pass, and they'll get the 13 points. I think the Steelers put up more than 27. Then again, I could be wrong. We'll see. Titans versus Raiders. Bleachers got the Tennessee Titans defeating the Oakland Raiders 31-27. When I saw it, I kind of scratched my head on this. Now, of course, you've got Mariota coming back after the injury, and he's looked good in the preseason, but they really haven't worked him that hard. We're talking about an Oakland Raiders team that's bringing back a lot of great players. They haven't made a whole lot of crazy changes. They've kept that core group together, and then they've added some pieces. Including in the running game. I'm not sure where this is coming from. The game is being played in Oakland. So I don't know where Bleacher's getting a 31-27 win by the Titans. I'm going with the Raiders. I think the Raiders pulled this off. They were a playoff contention, even a Super Bowl contending team last year. I don't see anything different from this year going on. I think they start off on a good foot defeating the Titans here week 1. Eagles versus Redskins. Bleacher's got the Eagles winning 24-20. I don't see any reason why not. Eagles. I'm going with Eagles on that one. I think there's been a lot of drama in Redskins camp, particularly over the quarterback situation. I think the Eagles will pull that off. Jaguars versus Texans. The Bleachers got the Texans winning 13-10. I'm going to go with the Texans as well. I think they'll beat the Jaguars. I think this may be the one game that Savage will win for the Texans. I've already been saying it plenty of times. I've had people that have asked me about it. I've had people that have debated me about it. And by all means, debate me. 979-353-4421. Tom Savage is not your starting quarterback for the Houston Texans. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. They'll beat the Jaguars. It's being played in Houston. There's going to be a lot of emotion going into this football game, not just from the team, but from the city itself. I think it's going to really charge this Texans team, and they're going to take care of business and beat the Jaguars. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think the 13-10 score is a good close score, but they'll get through week 1. After that, I think Savage starts to struggle. Savage is not going to be able to run this team, and by midseason, my guess is by week 3, well, then we'll say week 4, maybe week 5, and maybe earlier, depending on how things go. I think by week 4, you're going to see Deshaun Watson put in this football game and eventually be named the starter going through the second half of the season. I just see that coming. They've had Savage before with the Texans, and they've gone with him and they've pulled him. They've gone with him and they've pulled him. What makes you think that he is going to be a starter for you now? I just don't see this happening. I think the Texans win this game, but I see Deshaun Watson getting the start by week 4, week 5. Cardinals versus Lions. Game being played in Detroit. Bleacher has the Cardinals winning 27-21. I'm going with the Lions. Lions have been very tough at home. I think that they have been a very good, strong NFC East team, NFC North team. Excuse me. The Cardinals, the Cardinals are getting old. They really have not made any really young moves. Carson Palmer, he's up there in age as well, along there with Tom Brady, but he doesn't have what Tom Brady's had. I just see the Lions taking that one. Falcons versus Bears. Bleachers got this as an upset. They've got the Bears winning 20-17 over the Falcons. Now, it is being played in Chicago. Chicago's got a mean defense right now, and that is very true. This is going to be a close game, but I think the Falcons, they're looking at the Falcons, how they performed during the preseason, and they were not very impressive. The Falcons were not impressive. But I never take what happens in preseason to stock. I think when you come out to start, when you're playing for real, I think things change. I think players change. I think their tenacity changes. They get out there and they're ready to play. I think the Falcons win it over the Bears in Chicago. Ravens versus Bengals. Bleachers got the Bengals winning 20-16. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm going with the Bengals. Colts versus Rams. Bleacher has the Rams winning 24-16 in this game. I'm going with the Rams as well. I think with Andrew Luck being out with that continued shoulder issue, this is going to be something that's up in the air for this organization as they try to recoup and find someone to lead this team. I think they were really hoping that Luck would be ready to go week one. Now that that's not happening, I think the question is going to be, is he even going to be ready to go for this season? And how much of this shoulder is going to be that big of an issue for his career? I think the Colts go down to the Rams 24-16. I think I'll go with that pick. Seahawks versus Packers. Bleachers got the Seahawks winning 28-24 in Green Bay. I do not agree with that. I'm going with the Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers and the Packers take care of business at home in Green Bay. The score will be close. It will remain close like a 28-24, but I think the Packers pull it out. Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Bleachers got the 49ers winning 23-21. I'm kind of on the fence on this one. I'm going to go with the Panthers. Simply believe I just think Cam Newton is going to lead his team. I think he's going to get over the 49ers. I don't see the 49ers with very much power. I don't know if this is a home field thing that Bleacher's going with, but I think Carolina pulls it out and beats the 49ers. All right, so Sunday night, Giants versus the Cowboys. Bleachers got the Giants beating the Cowboys 27-24. That's not happening. Yes, the Giants play the Cowboys very, very tough. They match up very well. The Giants' defense is always given fits to the Cowboys' offense. But I just don't see this going down this way. Ezekiel Elliott has got something to prove right now. He has got a chip on his shoulder. He's had to go through all of this offseason crud. He is ready to strap it up. He's ready to play some football, and I think he is ready to power this team to a win. Dak Prescott, everybody's expecting a sophomore slump out of him. I don't see that happening. I think Dak is going to lead this team. He's going to do a great job, and with his running game, it's going to spread the field on the Giants defense, and he's going to be able to pick them apart and use his legs, something that Romo never had against the Giants. I think the Cowboys defeat the Giants in Dallas. Monday Night Football, you got a doubleheader. Saints versus Vikings. Bleacher has the Saints winning 31-21. I'm going with the Saints on that, and I think it's going to be worse than 31-21. I think the Saints put up 40 on the Vikings. But another one that I've seen has been a bit of a upset. Chargers versus Broncos. Now, Bleacher Report has the Broncos winning 23-20. The game's being played in Denver. But as I was trolling around the internet, I saw a lot of these analysts, a lot of the ESPN analysts, Fox Sports analysts, a lot of them are going with an upset on this. They think the Chargers are going to pull this out and defeat the Broncos. I'm going to go with that. I see that happening. I think the Chargers are going to come into Denver. I think they're going to defeat the Broncos. This is going to put the Broncos in a little bit of a tailspin. I think they've got some things to answer. I think the Chargers offense is going to pick apart that defense, and the Broncos are going to have to go back to the drawing board and see what they can do to make some adjustments on that defense because they really don't have much. The offense has struggled. They've got a great quarterback in Trevor Siemian, but I don't think he's got the tools that most other quarterbacks have to get through a regular season. So we'll see what happens with the Broncos. Again, if you don't agree with me, 979-353-4421 is the number to call. That's just how I see it. That's how I see it rolling down. So those are my predictions for the NFL games coming up here this weekend. It is a big, big weekend of football. You can't miss this. We're going to call it a day. Thank you for joining us here. We'll be back on Monday starting at 12 p.m. You're listening to the Kennie Long Show here on NYSR National Sports Radio. Thank you for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend. And we will be having one ourselves. Don't forget, on TSR, Texas Sports Radio Network, it is the San Antonio Christian Lions taking on the Bandera Bulldogs. We'll have the play-by-play starting at 7 p.m. Pregame, 7:30.